So in real life, you have the luxury of being able to take the blindfold off while you're shooting, but I was wondering, what was the most disorienting thing about actually having that on while you're making a movie? Nailing blocking, taking direction, anything like that?
Avoiding the camera.
That was probably number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably number one.
Not running into anything, not hurting yourself, and not harming two children that you're responsible. That's the scary part.
One, yeah.
Making sure that they're okay.
I caught myself looking up B-roll from the movie online, and there's a really long video of you shooting with the two of them on the river, and I still can't believe what you went through to make that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I never put them in harm's way. Like I always made sure that there was an element or an ability to whip the blindfold off. I always knew where they were. My feet were always touching them. There was always something, part of my body attached to them. Whether it was if we were shooting from the waist up, it was my hands, it was my feet were wrapped around their feet. And they were tethered off. There was always an element of me adhered to those kids to make sure that I knew where they were. I needed to return them to their parents at the end of the day. That was my goal.
Speaking of all that and so many specifics being involved in that part of the process, I was reading that Susanne likes to let you be able to discover things on set, which feels like a very fluid way of working. So can you tell me a little bit about working with her, and do you like that, or do you find that to be more challenging?
I personally find that to be the most liberating thing in the world, because just doing the work to know who the person is and then having the freedom to explore everything about that person in the space is always just an amazing gift. And so working with Susanna it was that, it was a gift, so for sure.
You have to get very comfortable with what you feel and have to offer and not doubt it, and just continue on. Like after the scene is done, keep going, don't self-doubt, because then you see it, and then once you get used to it, I think it got easier and easier, and once we figured out how she did it. Yeah.
How does she give you direction on set, especially when you're doing the blindfolded material? Is it just about sitting there and kind of waiting for her to chime in?
She allows you to hang yourself. She allows you all the rope in the world, and the angrier I would get, like I wasn't getting something and I would just physically get into it, and I would bounce a lot to get, because I was always out of breath, so there was always a series of me running back and forth before the scene started just to get it, and I would find I would get so agitated, and she wouldn't say rolling. I couldn't see anything. I'm like, and then I'm dizzy because I've been running, and then I have to go. And I think all of that was on purpose. I think all of that was to get us to let go of anything that might be a crutch or something that a tool that we would use that would have no bearing if we were really in the situation.
It sounds exhausting, but it wound up producing great results, so job well done.
And we lost 5 pounds.
One of my favorite things about any movie, any scenario, is one that inspires me to challenge myself by putting myself in that situation and wondering how I would fare, or in this case...
How would you fare?
Terribly.
Really?
I think I could survive in most post-apocalyptic scenarios because I think I'm smart enough, and because, I run. I can physically carry myself in those types of things. Taking away sight, no.
I think you'd surprise yourself. I thought that too, till I worked with somebody that was not sighted and showed me what abilities we have that we never ever use that are really profoundly helpful.
Even though I wear contacts, and whenever I think of a zombie apocalypse, I'm like, if my glasses get stepped on, I'm done.
I need my saline solution.
That's the list I make in my head.